Shit muted. Okay, I'm good. Ah. Welcome to our PWA listeners to episode 47, which would be guaranteed to be a jam-packed, fun-filled, informational episode because not only are we breaking down another AFC division, but we're breaking down my AFC division, the AFC East, which my team proudly represents, is proudly the champions of the conference. So we will be breaking down the Patriots, Bills, the Dolphins, and unfortunately the Jets. Yeah, they're part of the AFC East, so we do got to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I am your host with the most, Mark Jones, coming to you straight from my dining room, where I tend to record at, tend to have a lot of downtime, so this is my place of solace. If you're a first-time listener, or excuse me, I should say it this way. If you're a long-time listener, first time tuning in to actually see us, welcome. If you're a long-time listener, whether you've been listening or been watching us, welcome back. We thank everybody for the feedback. I got a lot of feedback about our boy T. Shout out to everybody that got to me and communicated to me about the audio issues. We were able to correct that, and now we're back to rare form. I got some good reviews last week, so I look forward to having more. I would be remiss before I get into anything else, before I break down Fon's full court press, T Sizzle's power play, all the stuff we got lined up. I didn't bring in my brothers. I got T coming to you from wherever he tell you he at. I got Fonz coming to you from wherever he tell you he at. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? Cool, man. You know, it's been an eventful off season. I would say, as usual, I'm ready to talk sports. You already know.
For sure. What's good with your team?
What it do? Y'all know where we at, baby. Y'all know where we at, man. We in the Bay, man. The best Bay of all time, man. We in Tampa Bay, dog. Feeling good, man. Feeling real good.
It's funny you bring up Tampa Bay. I was watching y'all documentary, the Raise the Flag shit.
It's about time.
And I ain't gonna lie, number one, it's pretty good. Props to y'all. I ain't gonna lie, it's actually not bad. That's number one.
I know that.
Number two, the thing that shocked me, I'd say not the most, but probably one of the things that shocked me the most is how much love y'all got for Lavonte David. Like, I knew y'all loved him, but like when people were on there comparing him to Derrick Brooks and all that, I was like, whoa, that's really y'all guy. So, okay, I see it.
I didn't even know you were going to talk about Lavonte and I wore the jersey. The spirit flows through us.
But it was crazy to me, though. It was crazy to me, though, because watching the documentary, I never really thought and realized how y'all went from Lavonte David, how y'all went from Warren Sapp and Derrick Brooks to Lavonte David and Gerald McCoy. It's like y'all went from one defensive tackle and another linebacker that were really, really good Hall of Fame to another set that were like all pro / Hall of Fame. So y'all were lucky as fuck.
Gerald McCoy and Warren Sapp should never be spoken the name together. Gerald McCoy was not that man for us. Sorry.
Okay, answer this though. And the documentary made me realize this. Y'all had some shit offenses when he played for y'all. Shit.
Okay.
It's not his fault.
Cool. No, not all the time, but there was times that he could have made a difference. He was just too nice.
Yeah, you did have the Josh Freeman year. You did have the Josh Freeman year, which you just act like never existed.
It didn't.
They brought that up in the documentary. I was like, oh, yeah. So that was part of y'all history. Even though the fans try to act like it didn't happen.
No, Mike Allscott is what matters the most. Mike Allscott is still a Tampa Bay. Everywhere he goes, he eat free. That's Mike Allscott. That's what we talk about. Ain't nobody worry about Josh Freeman. Gerald McCoy, shout out, dog, but nah.
Either way, bravo for y'all. That was actually a good documentary. Like I sat
on
it for a while.
It was in
it's been in my DVR for months, and I sat on it. And I was like, you know what? Let me actually finally watch a couple episodes of this shit. And I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty damn good. If you haven't checked it out, ladies and gentlemen, watch the Raise the Flags documentary on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you're not a fan, doesn't matter. It's football, it's good shit. It's informational. It'll teach you and tell you a lot of stuff that you didn't know. And that to me is a good tell of a documentary. I want to go into a documentary not knowing certain things and coming out of it, learning a lot of things. And that definitely taught me a lot of things about Tampa Bay. So shout out to
y'all. That Doug Williams shit was powerful too. That Doug Williams shit was powerful in there too.
Yeah,
We still apologize
definitely,
to them. We
definitely.
still apologize to him. We still apologize to them.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day, though. But
Yeah, yeah,
before we
we can
get into
move on.
anything else, before we get into the football aspect of things, how y'all doing, fellas? How y'all? I'm doing my mental health check in. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing?
You already know we blessed to be here, man. I can't complain.
Every
Yeah,
single
you
week, bro.
T, your garden going good. Fonz, I know you only got 5 months left on your jail school sentence,
For real,
so
that's it.
things are finally on the downslide, my brother. You almost there.
Yeah, we
My
getting
brother
there.
doing a 25-year bid, man.
I'm talking about that
Like,
countdown is real.
Straight to
nah, my
classroom.
brother doing like, I'm talking about straight in the educational system. Duh.
Man, but that's all good though, because you're getting ready to be done. So that's all we can ask for.
For sure.
It's gonna be brighter
Doctor,
days for you for
Doctor
sure, my
Thorne.
brother.
I'm talking
Doctor
about
Thorne.
10 years off. After 10 years off, it's like, dang, I was able to actually settle my mind down and get back into this shit, you
A
know?
lot of
Hmm.
people don't do that shit, bro. A
Oh
lot of people,
no.
once you drop out, you don't go back.
Yeah. But I ain't never dropped out though. You know what I'm saying? I had the degree.
You know what I mean. I mean, my bad. Drop out is a
Oh
strong
yeah.
word.
No,
Every
you
when somebody stops going to take a lay off, and you know what I mean. My,
yeah,
my,
yeah, yeah,
Fonz like,
yeah.
don't throw that smut on my name.
like, no, don't put that even on me. Don't put that even on me, Ricky Bobby. My bad, bro. My bad.
No, you good, you good.
Oh shit. Let's go ahead and get into it, fellas. We got the AFC East preview. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump on into it, man, and get to the first team. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it. The Buffalo Bills. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second week of our division by division breakdown. Last week we did the AFC North. This week we got the AFC East. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. If you haven't listened to our AFC North breakdown, I recommend you go back and listen to episode 46. It was a doozy and it was very informational. It was a lot of good information that was thrown around according to the feedback I got. But nevertheless, we're starting off with
Hmm.
the Buffalo Bills, who went 12-5 last season, which would have been number one in five other divisions. If they were in five other divisions, they would have actually won the division. But they didn't because the best team in the division was my New England Patriots. So, with that being said, that 12-5 wasn't good enough. Matter of fact, losing to Denver in the divisional playoff rounds got their head coach fired. Sean McDermott was fired and replaced by the OC Joe Brady, who was the new head man in charge. They added wide
Call me.
receiver DJ Moore. The defense has improved. They were pretty bad last year. They averaged 5.1 yards per carry. They were a league. They allowed a league worst. This is Buffalo, mind you. They allowed a league worst 24 rush touchdowns. And that's what having the league's leading rusher on their team. So you would think having a leading rusher on your team will teach you how to play a little bit of defense in practice. Obviously, it didn't work for them. So,
Hmm.
with that being said, fellas, what's your outlook for the Buffalo Bills? Everybody keeps talking and telling me that Josh Allen is the second coming of Tom Brady, yet he hasn't won shit, hasn't been to a Super Bowl, hasn't been
Which
even close to one. So, what's your outlook for this Buffalo team? Is it now or never, or what's going on?
which Tom Brady?
I, I guess their new head coach Joe Brady's little brother, and maybe his name is
Oh,
Tom.
okay.
I don't know.
Gotta be. So
Gotta
not
be.
Tommy Patrick.
No,
Not T12. No,
no,
ain't no way.
no,
Ain't no way, dog.
no.
I'm about to say, once I'm gonna start, I'm gonna go ahead and continue. I got them. I actually got them winning the divisions. So, cause y'all had y'all's chance, y'all had a big chance. I've seen a lot of videos. I'm not going to pick and pride, but I've seen a lot of videos of Will Campbell. And every time I see him, he doesn't ever impress me. He's just like, it looks the same person. He's just not, I don't see any difference with that.
What
The
videos are you
offense,
seeing?
I actually go to your sites. Yeah, well, not your site personal, but Patriots, on Instagram and whatnot. I go to their little threads and whatnot. I don't see him working hard enough. I don't see him being the X factor that y'all think he's going to be. But I don't know. Maybe he's
He
going to
was
prove me
just
wrong.
working out with your left tackle.
Yeah, working out with him. He ain't my left tackle though.
Well, I mean, the games ain't being played. What's he supposed to
Yeah,
do?
I get that, dog. But I mean, okay. Like I said, maybe he'll prove me wrong, dog. But again, we're talking about the Bills right now. The Bills, I feel like they're gonna win. They might even go again 12-5 again and get to the and just win it all. Just because I just I don't see y'all going back. I mean, it's no disrespect to y'all. It's just that I just know I don't believe in Josh
Oh,
Allen.
it
So
is
let me start by
disrespect. Oh, it definitely is.
that's fine, dog. Whatever, dog. But listen, y'all know how I feel about Josh Allen. I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. He is who he is. He gets to the big stage and big dance, and he shits himself every single year. It
Who do
has
you
not
trust
happened
more,
once.
Josh Allen or Drake May?
Drake May.
But
And
yet
it's
you
only
pick the
been two.
Bills. But you pick the Bills though.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, but it's the same though. Y'all ain't gonna win that many games this year, dog. That's all I'm getting at. Let's talk about the Patriots when we get to the Patriots. Look at you. Take it easy. Jesus Murphy. Like I was saying about the Bills. Josh Allen, I don't see him doing anything different. Getting to the divisional round, getting bounced. That's what he does. He got, like you said, he got Sean or Scott, whatever his name, McDermott fired. So what? He should have been fired too. It's just not. I don't see any progression with him. He won't turn the ball over, and he still fails. He turns the ball over and fails. He doesn't turn it over and he fails. I just don't see any difference with him. But
Fair.
I still see them winning the division because the Jets ain't shit. Who's the other team? Stop. Exactly. Who's the, oh yeah, no, the Dolphins. Stop it. They're worse than the Jets, I think. And then I say yeah, y'all got second place, but I can see.
I ain't mad
Yeah, I
at you
see
for
them
your.
going.
I can't be mad at you, dog, because honestly, I've been seeing a lot of people. I saw actually just earlier today. I saw that somebody had Buffalo at like a 50-something% chance at winning the division. So, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. I mean, I ain't gonna. I could crash out and launch into why I could. I think it's totally wrong, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Like you said, we got the New England section that we'll get to a little bit later. But my outlook for the Bills before we get over to Fonz is I don't think they did anything in the offseason. I don't see how you can sit there with a straight face and tell me they're better than us when they didn't do anything. Our one move of adding AJ Dobbs and AJ Brown and Romeo Dobbs is more than anything they did, period. The only thing they did was change their head coach. They didn't really add anything to the offense. They didn't really add much to the defense. They added Bradley Chubb and CJ Gardner Johnson to the defense. That was like one of the league's worst. So when you tell me that they're going to be better than us, I don't see how you see that because they didn't do anything on paper to become better than us
I don't
when
see
we
y'all
did.
winning more games. I don't see y'all winning more games than them. That's all it
And
is. Yeah,
that's fair, but I
y'all
don't
win
see
more
them
games.
winning anymore. I see them winning less. That's my
Okay,
point.
that's fine. That's
That's
fine.
my
That's
point. They
fine.
didn't. They didn't do
Yeah.
anything. They didn't improve in any way
That's why I feel
besides
like they're going
maybe.
to stay. That kind of explains my point. I think they're going to stay the same. They'll get 11 and 12 wins, and they're going to win the division. That's just
I
what
don't
I
even know.
think.
I disagree with that because I don't even know if they'll get that because their head coach is unproven. I don't even know what Joe Brady is or what he brings. He's their OC, but their offense didn't scare me last year. Did they scare
Right.
y'all?
But I mean, he's been there forever. It's like Josh Allen's been there forever. You said they added who? DJ Moore.
That's it.
I mean, that's cool. I can rely on him. I would take him. You know, he's a solid wide receiver. Step on it. I mean, what's name didn't play there. So yeah, I can see that. I don't know. That could be his X factor for the season for them.
He's gonna have to be because if it's not him, it's gonna have to be your boy from Florida
I
State, and we all
mean,
know he ain't been working out.
but you said just a minute ago that Cook is the motherfucking leading rusher
Oh, I
of the
trust
league.
Cook. I trust Cook. I fuck
Yeah,
with Cook.
that's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean. They got the same team, so I feel like they're gonna do the same thing, but there's gonna be just more
But do
wins
you
than
think
y'all.
he's gonna be the leading rusher in the league again? Because that's what he was last season, and that might be what it's
Uh,
gonna take because he was
you
basically
got
the
the
reason they
same
got to that
line.
far. Huh?
You got the same line.
I don't know if it's exactly the same. I can't answer that. I honestly don't know.
Okay, well, if he does, then yes.
Okay,
I don't see
that's
any other running back going to do any much more because he's setting the standard right now. You see how he run that ball? He run better than his
uh,
brother in the
I
pros.
feel you on that one, but I think Bijan's going to lead the league in rushing this year. You saw what he was able to bring last season. Just a little glimpse. Just a little glimpse. Fonz, what's your outlook on the
I'm
Bills?
talking everything. Fuck the Bijan and the Falcons.
That division rivalry. All right,
Right.
so
You feel me?
with the Bills, I would say they're a 10-win minimum.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm with you, Fonz. I had him at 10 wins. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, you good. You good. Yeah, 10-win minimum. As far as their additions, I feel like the addition of DJ Moore coupled with the Joe Brady, just because he was his former coach,
Mm-hmm.
for him to go out and seek him, you know what I'm saying, and make sure he's on the team, he'll know how to utilize him. And if you think about that Bears offense, it was trash. So like, his numbers is kind of
Now, don't laugh, T. Caleb, your boy. That's your man. Don't laugh.
Stop it. What
his,
number?
his
Nah,
numbers
you
is
think
kind
you
of
think he
skewed.
better than Drake May? You're on record. Yeah, you're on record. You're on record, buddy. Go ahead, Fonz.
You
I don't want to hear
so
that. I don't want to hear
so
that.
so I mean, you look at what they had last year. They was dependent on Keon Coleman, and
Who?
Khalil Shakir. You know Keon trash, but
Yes, he is.
yeah,
He
he
is.
a bust. He a bust. That's a waste of a second round.
He is.
Um, but I would say they held on to McDermott probably about a good 2-3 years too long.
Yeah.
They should have been made this change. At this point, Josh Allen is 30 years old.
Is
Yeah.
he
Now
really?
yes.
Yeah.
Now
He
with
wasted a lot of.
No.
He wasted a lot of time.
yeah,
He's 30 already?
Josh Allen,
Damn.
30.
I mean, you 38. I'm 30. Yeah, 37. Yeah, that makes sense. 7 years.
You know what I'm
He been
It
in the
don't
league
saying?
seem like
7 years.
him and
Yeah,
Pat Mahomes been around that long.
For
yeah,
real.
7 years makes sense.
Wow.
That
And
makes sense.
and you would think that, like, you know what, throughout his career, he's pretty much been, for the most part, injury free. You know what I'm saying? Of course, knock on wood, we don't wish injury on
Yeah, I'm about to say
nobody.
to you just
But
said
with
that
his
one.
play style,
Yeah, you would think he would have been
how
hurt by
long do
now.
you yeah, but how long do you honestly expect him to hold up? You know what I'm saying? We've seen some of the biggest mobile quarterbacks, such as a Cam Newton, eventually just get hit the right way and never be the same.
Unfortunately, and I say this to my chagrin because I don't wish injury on nobody, but if he got
Yeah,
hurt, it's
definitely.
not going to hurt my feelings. But I look at him more of like the Big Ben mold than the Cam Newton mold. You feel me?
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
Big Ben
yeah,
moved
yeah.
around, but he
I was
didn't get
gonna
hurt
say
a
that.
lot because he was so
Yeah, I
big
was
and
gonna
he
say that
escaped
same
big
thing.
hits. That's
Yeah.
where that's more the comparison I make with. I don't think Josh Allen would ever get
Yeah,
hurt like that because he doesn't run it
yeah.
like that. You feel me?
I don't know. I
I
don't
could.
know.
I mean,
I
I
agree.
could be wrong,
I
but I
was
mean,
gonna say
he's
the same
escaped
thing.
injury so far.
He has, but you know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? They said Cam Newton at his size he could take the beating too. They about
Yeah.
the same weight,
Well,
same
the
height.
difference is Buffalo isn't running quarterback power through up the center like you know what I'm saying. Buffalo's not doing it like Carolina was. Carolina was running Cam Newton like he was a fucking fullback. You don't
Yeah,
do
they
that.
were. They
You don't
were.
do
Yeah,
that,
no,
bro.
I just feel like he don't slide. He'll rather try and run somebody over too.
Absolutely.
It's just a matter of time before, like I say, I don't wish it, but it's just a matter of time
somebody
before he
crack
get
his
hit the
head.
right way. That throw off that throwing arm. And I feel like, what kind of quarterback really would he be? Let's say if he took like a high ankle sprain,
Hmm.
something like that. How would
He
how
got
would
an
he
arm.
play when he got to
He got
function
an
in the
arm.
pocket
He got an
without
arm,
missing?
dog. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm with T on that one. I think he can
He
still
got a
play.
cannon. He
His
got a
his
cannon,
arm
bro.
is so surreal. He could still make
Yeah, dog.
plays.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
got an
dog. I
arm.
know
And
what
I
you're
don't
talking
and I
about.
don't and this coming from me. I don't like that motherfucker, but I'd be
Right.
competitive. I
You
say
know
he ain't
how
got
I
an
feel
arm.
about him.
He do.
Yeah, he's got a cannon.
Yeah,
No, Bruno.
yeah, he
He
does.
he definitely got an arm. But I don't know. The Bills, I think, of course, the division is pretty much ran by you, the Patriots, and the Bills.
Now,
Yeah, at this point, and I feel like with the tougher schedule,
Hmm.
that would be the reason why. Let's say
y'all
y'all
got the
have
same
like,
schedule, right?
We got what?
Y'all got the same schedule, right?
No, sir.
mm-mm.
Not even
Oh, okay.
close. Not even close.
Oh,
Our very first game is against Seattle, coming out the gate. That's harder than any
nice.
game we played last season.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
our schedule is top three in the league as far as difficulty.
Well,
So
duh, y'all just went to the Super Bowl. That's what's supposed to happen.
I
I
mean
mean,
that's cool.
respectfully.
I want
Yeah.
that because I want everybody to shut the fuck up
So
that was saying our success.
that's why I said I don't think y'all gonna win as many this year. But keep
That's
going.
fair. That's
That's
fair.
written in my notes.
Well, let's go ahead and get into it then. Let's go ahead and talk about the Patriots then. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Well,
might as
he
well.
didn't give yeah, you said 10 wins, so yes, you did say 10. All right, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, he said to Wiz. Let's talk about the Patriots defending AFC champions. Had an outstanding season, even though, like I said, and I mean, I'm not going to be honest with you. It was a historically soft schedule that they made it to the Super Bowl. But like I always shoot back to people, when you have a quarterback in his first year starting, I don't give a fuck if it was the easiest schedule or not. How many first year quarterbacks in the first year started to get to the fucking Super Bowl? I don't care who he played. So, yes,
About
the
10.
schedule was easy, but we had everything in the world working against us, including bringing the number one receiver off the ACL and still made it that far. So, the schedule shit, I'm cool with it because this year, can't have that excuse no more. We have a top three difficulties schedule as far as difficulty goes. So, that excuse is going to be null and void. Shuffled the O line around, moved our left guard to center, got a left guard in the offseason and free agency. Drafted a right tackle to back up our current right tackle, so the offensive line got some shuffling. It should be more solidified. The biggest upgrade in the whole offseason, to Fonz's chagrin, would be adding A.J. Brown and Romeo Dobbs to our receiving core. I mean, that automatically takes us from a bottom tier receiving core to a top tier receiving core because we finally have an X receiver that's able to dominate on the outside, regardless of all the bullshit knee injuries and shit that everybody's been talking about. I don't want to hear that shit because when he was playing in Philly, I never heard nothing about a knee. So whatever. My biggest concern about the team, my biggest concern is can Drake May take that next step.
Mhm.
Our team lives and dies on him. As much as I talk about Barmore, as much as I talk about Gonzo, as much as I talk about our receivers, our heartbeat, our heart and soul is number 10. And I've said that from the beginning. He's the franchise. We live and die by him. So if he's willing to take that next step in his third year, second year starting, and become that superstar franchise quarterback furthermore than what he already is, there's nothing that can stop us. So with this team, I have high expectations. He took the team. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. His first year started, we went from 4-13 to 14-3. That's no coincidence. My biggest question mark slash concern slash worry is pass rush. Our second round pick, Gabe Yakis, that was supposed to be our pass rusher, has not even reported to the team yet. He's not even under contract. That is a problem because as of now, our number one pass rusher is Harold Landry. I don't trust Harold Landry. Me and Fonz, I've talked to you about him before.
Mhm.
He's good for a game or two, but if he's your number one pass rusher, you're fucked. And our pass rush is really worrying me. So, with that being said, our record being 14-3 last year, do I think it'll be as good? I don't, but I think the team will be better if that makes sense. I don't think we'll win as many games, but I think the
No,
team from top to bottom will be better from offensive line play to wide receiver play to even our defense. And our defense is elite. No, notice I didn't say anything about defense because I have full confidence in it, but we can still take steps to get better, obviously. So with that being said, I don't see 13 or 14 wins. I'm going to be honest, but I see 11 or 12, and I see that being enough to win this division and beat the fuck out of Buffalo. What do y'all think?
I would say y'all
I just
probably
don't trust.
split. Yeah,
Before you start, I just don't
yeah.
trust Buffalo. I think we went up and Buffalo went down as far as off-season acquisitions and off-season building. I just don't think they did
Mhm.
anything, whereas I think we did. So go ahead.
I was gonna say I think y'all split with Buffalo this season. I could, you know what I'm saying, I could see that. And in the
Like we
end
did
of
last
the
year.
yeah, and in the end of the season race, it's gonna come down to the wire. Like it's gonna be close. I don't see nobody really running away with the division between y'all two because it's really just a 2 horse race.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely, definitely.
but
The key to the
yeah.
division, the key to the division. This is what's going to win the division.
Hmm.
Who goes undefeated against the bums? Who goes 4-0 against Miami and the Jets? That's who's going to win the division. Because if you give up a game to Miami or the Jets, you're going to lose because you shouldn't give up either game to them. You should go 4-0 against the Dolphins and the Jets. Am I wrong?
no,
You
you're not
should.
wrong, though.
You should.
Not
I know we
lose
ain't
here.
talking about the Jets yet. I'll get to it, but I think
Oh,
they
we'll
made
get to
some major
them. Trust me, we'll
improvements.
get to them.
They made some improvements. They might, I ain't gonna say like shock in the terms of making the playoffs, but I think they could sneak up on some teams.
And do what?
Still a win that they shouldn't
Against who?
against either or y'all or them.
Really? Can I get a
Yeah.
wager on that?
Mo,
Can I get a wager
Mo,
on
man.
that?
Mo.
No, I'm not betting
Oh,
anything
okay,
on
okay,
the
okay.
Jets.
I
I'm
didn't
just
think so.
saying
I didn't think so.
I'm saying with their
Nah, fair.
improvement. I'm definitely not gonna say that with my chest or my wallet. But I'm
Okay, good.
saying
I didn't think so.
with their improvements, they could
Fuck
do
that.
that. It's just like
I honestly that is a free lunch.
no,
Let me
no,
get
I'm
that.
gonna be real. It's just like, for the longest, even when the Dolphins was bad, they could still beat y'all sometimes at home. That's the
True.
type of
No, no,
thing
no,
I'm
no, no.
talking
That's
about.
fair. That's fair. That's
That
fair.
that that's all I'm getting at. Would I
That ain't
bet
gonna
it
be,
then?
that ain't
No.
gonna be
Even when they
both.
was on that win streak at
No, no, no,
home.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
But hold on. I wasn't talking about Dolphins. I was talking about the
No,
Jets.
I know that.
That's
I'm
what you
just
talking
I'm
Oh,
about
just
too.
okay.
saying it can happen.
Oh,
The
okay.
the Jet the Jets have shocked y'all before.
It's been a few years. It's
I'm
been a
just
few
saying,
years.
yeah. I mean, but they've had
You're not
Justin
wrong.
Fields, dog. The quarterback play has been
Yeah,
terrible.
they shocked us when they had Mark Sanchez. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but I would say the addition of AJ, and I'll get more into it. That's why I kind of been trying to tiptoe around it because we got a whole nother segment. He part of that. Um, addition to AJ,
Listen,
awesome.
you ain't got to launch on AJ now. We got the NFC East to get to. You can launch on him then.
No, I'm just saying, awesome player. When it comes down to the knees been talked about since he was with Tennessee, and it
It
ain't
never
it.
it never affected him once.
No, I'm not saying it's an injury. It's like a concern. It's almost like
Gronk in his
those.
back.
Yeah, but you talking about a knee though. The Gronk in his back, he was just tough, a tough sob.
No, no,
You
no, no,
know
no,
that.
no, 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 no. Gronk coming into the league. Why do you think he dropped to the second or third round? I believe he had back problems like his whole junior year or whatever. He didn't even play. So he dropped in the draft because people were like, "Oh, his back's not going to hold up." Well, I was
Yeah,
hearing the same thing about AJ Brown's nieces. He came out of Ole Miss, and this motherfucker's a perennial 1,000-yard receiver. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to hear the knee shit. I'm not talking about you. I'm just
yeah.
talking about like because it really started coming up in the media a few months ago, and I'm like, timeout. This motherfucker's been in the
Well,
league how
they got
long?
to drop his value. They got to drop his value, bro. That's before he got traded. He wasn't trying to drop his value. They trying to do.
If you watch the games, you know it's bullshit because his knee never once has affected his production. Fonz knows that.
Yeah, he can ball. He can ball, no
Yeah, that
doubt.
knee, the
No
fuck
doubt.
that.
The one I kind of doubt, and maybe it's a product of the Mike LaFleur system, is Romeo Dobbs.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So I don't know how much of an addition he's gonna be. I think y'all better off developing
Kyle
what's his
Williams.
name? Yep, Kyle Williams,
A lot of
and
people are saying that, Fonz. A lot of people are
seeing
saying
what
that.
y'all got with that. Um,
The only reason I would disagree is because Williams still has a college body, no Diddy. He's still a
mhm,
little slim, still not strong off the press. You can't have that in McDaniel's system. Dobbs is strong off the press. I was watching a couple tapes of
yeah,
Dobbs and some of the games that he played really well. And he's strong off the press. He could beat it. Now he doesn't have downfield speed, so that's
mhm,
why he gets caught up from time to time. But in McDaniel's offense, where short passes, intermediate passes, which we didn't do a lot of last year, but that's really how his
yeah,
system's historically been. You need to do like Dobbs, who can run that short to intermediate and get open really, really quick. While AJ try to work down the field. So I feel where you coming from.
yeah,
We do need to develop K Will because I think long term K Will has a bigger ceiling.
mhm.
Ask the Tampa Bay Buccaneers how good Kyle Williams is. I think his ceiling is outstanding. So I would love to see him get developed more. I'm with you.
You could ask the Tampa Bay Buccaneers of last year how good everybody is. I'm talking about career statisticians. Those statistics was looking great.
Hey, you want your numbers to get fat? Go to
For
Tampa.
real. You trying to hit them contract incentives? You know what to do. You know what to do with it.
You know what to do
Death
with
row,
Yeah,
death row records, huh? That's what's up.
it.
That's about to
for
see. All
real.
right, it's my
But
turn.
I would real
what's
quick.
your
Like
what's your
this is my
outlook for
closing
our
part.
record though? Before we move on,
Okay. I'm gonna say if I had Buffalo at 10,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say nine. Nine
Wow.
wins.
So y'all like the media? Y'all both really see us falling off. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It just comes down to the schedule, man. You know, y'all
Okay.
y'all gonna have more competition. Y'all ain't gonna have as many games where
But what if we're better?
Drake can sit out.
What if
If we
Drake
bet,
takes another step? He's already elite. But what if he takes another step? And this is what I don't think people really consider when they look at our team, man. They just look at it like, oh, y'all had an easy schedule. Do y'all watch our motherfucking quarterback? Have y'all seen this motherfucker? Have y'all seen him
he could
play?
take the step.
Yeah,
He could
like he
take a step,
can. He was
but
already
what
elite and he can still get better.
but
That's
what
my
step is
thing.
that O line gonna take? I
It
know you're
has to.
seeing it
It
improve. I'm
has
talking
to.
about that
No, it
blind
has to.
side.
No, it has to. No doubt. It has to get better because he
You
can't survive getting hit the way he got hit last season. No doubt.
no, no.
He can't
That's what
survive.
it come down to.
For sure. Okay. That's fair. I'll take it. Like I said, I ain't gonna debate Shaw. I mean, if that's y'all, I'm not gonna debate Shaw because everybody feels that way. Like
Hmm.
everybody, even my own wife is like, I don't know if y'all can do what y'all did last year. I'm like, I love that though. Because at the end of the day, if and when we do as good or become a better team or go further, that's just better for me. You know what I'm saying? At the end
Yeah.
of the day, so I mean, I love it. I love the whole us against the world mentality because even though we accomplished as much as we accomplished, where a lot of people said we accomplished it too soon, people are still saying, "Well, you weren't really that good. You were ahead of schedule. You were this, you were that." Well, if we're ahead of schedule, where the fuck do you think we're going to be this season? Okay. Anyway, moving on. Next team,
Hmm.
the Miami Dolphins. Oh my Lord,
I,
Jesus.
I didn't get to tell my I didn't get to say what number I think. I think y'all will win 8 games, that's just how I feel. But keep going. We'll go to the Miami Dolphins. Let's go.
8 games, team.
Yeah, man. I
You're
just looked
trolling.
y'all schedule up. No, no, no. I'm not trying to be funny. I just don't see y'all winning that many games, dog. Just because I just don't see it happening, man.
First of all, we can get an easy 4 from just beating the Dolphins and Jets alone. That's 4 wins right there. Like we could beat Buffalo at least once. That's 5. You mean to tell me we can only get 3 wins outside of our division? That's it. That's it. Okay.
Well, I
Okay.
mean,
It's all on
I
record,
don't.
so it's all good. I can always come back to it. It's all gravy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Moving on to the Dolphins. Moving on to the Dolphins. They got rid of Tua. Got rid of the wide
Mm-hmm.
receiver Jalen Waddle. Got rid of Tyreek Hill. Got rid of
Mm-hmm.
Mika Fitzpatrick. Got rid of the head
Mm-hmm.
coach Mike McDaniel. Where is this? What they hired Jeff Hoffley as their head coach. John Eric Sullivan as the new GM. They signed quarterback Malik Willis to a 3-year, $67.5 million deal. And he only has 6 starts to his name. 6. Their top
Yep.
weapons are Tutu Atwell, Malik Washington, Jalen
Super Bowl
Tolbert, and
champion.
Devon Achane. That's it.
Super
Fellas,
Bowl champion.
just go. Out of it. Go. Go. Dolphins, go.
That's Super Bowl champion to you, sir. Thank
Oh, I
you.
mean, yeah,
Uh,
props. You right. You right. That's cool.
nah,
He can have that. He
nah,
can
nah,
have that.
nah, you talking about trolling earlier? I'm trolling now, dog. Fuck that. It don't matter who it is, dog. I don't, man. They're not gonna win. They're not gonna win 4 games. You just said they changed everybody. They got rid of everybody. Devon Achane probably gonna get his yards up, maybe do something, but they no that team is. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're trying to rebuild for a rebuild, but I don't get what's going on, dog. Because why would you drop everything? Everything. I get the coach. I get Tua and the coach together, but Minka, I'm out. You got to do something with defense. And Jalen Waddle, you just get rid of Tyreek. I get his leg is broken, but he was smiling when he was driving off because he knew he was gonna go. With his broken leg, he was smiling, y'all, in the air can, smiling like, "Oh yes, I'm out of here." That's crazy, man.
I'm trying to
So
figure out, are they actually trying to help Malik Willis or are they trying to sabotage Malik Willis? Because it,
first off, there's no sabotaging with Malik Willis because he's gonna do what he's supposed to do with a team like that.
okay, that's fair. So you're saying he can only play to a certain level anyway.
I mean, name everybody you just said? Devon A. Chan and who else?
Tutu
Tutu Atwell.
Atwell, Malik
Right.
Washington, Jalen Tolbert, and Devon Achane.
Okay. All right. All right. I
Oh, oh,
was wrong,
oh, oh,
dog.
oh, oh, and they drafted the left tackle from Alabama in the first round, Caden Proctor.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So he's gonna score touchdowns for them. So this what I so I gotta see. Gotta see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They'll probably win 5 games.
Ooh, that's being generous. What you think, Foz?
Yeah. And that's just because team is gonna just take pity, and they're gonna be
Yeah.
sitting down later in the league. I mean, in the season.
I feel like with what they did this off season and just the decisions that led up to getting them to the point where they just had to blow everything up like that,
Yeah. They just
I
blew
wouldn't be
everything up.
I would not be shocked if Roger Goodell decided the following off season to implement an anti-tank rule,
Ooh,
just like the NBA,
ooh.
Because
and
they're
and
definitely
bring
tanking
out the
funds. No,
lottery.
they're tanking, dog. They're tanking, bro. They're
Bring
tanking.
out the
No, come on,
lottery.
for real, bro. Come on, bro. They're tanking, dog. 'Cause what else? What is Sam Hill are you doing, guys?
But how?
And
But aren't they? Aren't
yeah,
they like even doing that wrong? Because like the Jets are in a better position to get like per se Arch Manning and Jeremiah Smith than they are, so they can't even tank
No,
right.
they're better than Dolphins right now.
yeah, they can't tank right.
They
They can't
can't.
they can't tank right. They can't tank right. But I feel like what has really hurt them is the release of Tua and all that
Yeah,
dead cap.
yeah,
You paying
that's
them
killer.
90 plus mil dead cap.
Well, they had no business giving them the contract anyway, so that's their fault.
They didn't. They
Unbelievable.
didn't.
And now he's in Atlanta. Hallelujah, Jesus.
Yep.
And
And they say he probably going to win the job.
That's good. I need him to.
Yeah, I bet you do. I would too if I was a Buccaneer fan. Because Lord,
No, I'm
I
praying.
love
I'm
playing Tua
salivating.
twice a year.
No, salivating at the opportunity.
I'm gonna just leave it at this, just because they so weak.
They are.
Um, 3 wins.
There you go. That would make a noise.
Yeah, I got him at about. I'm pretty much the same as you two guys. I mean, too much turnover at key spots, including head coach, receiver, quarterback.
Hmm.
I mean, you name it, they had to replace somebody. Premium positions, head coaching positions, front office, you name it. The only person that did get replaced was the owner. This team is in disarray. They'll be picking right next to the Jets in the top five.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean, Malik Willis, for everything that he did in Tennessee and in Green Bay, they're leaving him out, hanging him out to dry. They signed into a well, not really a big contract, but they signed into a contract, and then they got rid of every single one of his weapons. What sense does that make? Like the fellas just said, ladies and gentlemen, they're tanking, and they're not even doing that right, because I guarantee you the Jets end up with a better pick than they do. Guarantee you. So they can't even tank right. I'm
Yeah.
with
No matter
Fonz.
what.
I see 2-3 wins max. This team sucks. Sorry, Dolphins fans, y'all. You know you're not good right now. You know you're not. So I don't need to tell you. You're not good. So 2 or 3 wins is the max. What you about to say, Fonz?
I was gonna say they even their defense. What
Who's
happened to
the other
Chop
people?
Robinson?
Yeah,
It's
this is
just
a
like
defense that just had Bradley Chubb, Jalen Ramsey, Chop Robinson, and other guys flying around. Now all of a sudden, I can't even name no defensive players on their team besides Kenny
I'm about
Grant.
to
That's only because he went to Michigan.
that's it.
right.
That's it.
And they need to let him go. Free
Yeah,
him.
honestly, they do. They really do.
Free him. Send him to Philly.
Get him out of there. Get him out
For
of there.
real.
Because I know he got more to give than what they try to offer, bro. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know. The Dolphins, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Dolphins fan, but you're just about as bad as the next team we're about to talk about. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and segue into that. The next team we're about to go ahead and get into, ladies and gentlemen, the New York Jets. Oh, Jets fans, Jets fans, Jets fans. I don't even know where to begin with you guys, because at this point, I can't even troll you because I just feel bad for you. I mean, ever since Joe Namath guaranteed the Super Bowl, you haven't done shit. You haven't done shit. And he guaranteed a Super Bowl back in what, the 50s, 60s? It's
Yeah, I know it's
2026.
61.
It's like it's 2026. You haven't done shit since then. And 3-14 in 2025. Now you got a gaggle of draft picks. That's the one ace in the hole you guys got. You had a gaggle of draft picks this year. You got a gaggle of draft picks next season, and you're probably going to get a gaggle of draft picks the season after that, because you're probably going to lose a
Hmm.
lot and probably trade some players and do whatever the Jets usually do. So for the next 2 to 3 years, you set up draft wise to actually build a team. Now, will you build one is the question, because historically you can't. You drafted quarterbacks, you drafted receivers, you drafted Sauce Gardner, you drafted all these different guys, and it doesn't equate to winning. So it's not a personnel problem with the Jets, ladies and gentlemen, because they have drafted premier premium players, Quentin Williams, Sauce Gardner. I can go on and on. It's not a personnel problem. It's a franchise problem. They're just a poverty franchise, as we like to call them. So with that being said, they got Geno Smith running quarterback. Lord help them. They drafted David Bailey in the first round. I think all of us were a fan of David Bailey in the draft coming out of
I
Texas
wanted
Tech.
to.
Yeah, T wanted him. I ain't gonna lie, I
Yeah.
did too, but I knew we weren't. They had no chance of getting him. Head
No.
coach Aaron Glenn in his second season. My biggest thing about Aaron Glenn is that he was an ex DB, yet his DBs had no picks last season. I can't get over that.
Hmm.
I can't get over that. That's like running a Sean McVay offense, but you only score like 10 touchdowns in a season. How does that work? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I can't get over that. They got a new OC, so they're helping that help out with Geno Smith. They got Frank Reich up in there. Fonz, you know him all too well.
Yep.
They got him up in there. They still got Garrett Wilson. They still got Brees Hall, who are two pretty good to all pro players. So they got a little bit of something. They drafted wide receiver from Indiana, Omar Cooper, as well as tight end from Oregon, Kenyon Sadiq, who me and T both wanted. We both wanted our shot at Sadiq. No Diddy, but weren't able to grab him. Actually, the Bucks had a chance, but they passed on him. So, fellas, what's your outlook for the Jets?
I would say they're probably about a 7-8 win team.
Yeah, I'd say they're better than the Dolphins right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely better than Dolphins.
Mhm.
seven,
Definitely
eight,
better than Dolphins.
and I feel like I said before, they can split with one of, if not both of, the Patriots and the Bills.
That's crazy, but okay, 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 that's fair. They do luck up into a win here or there, so I get where you're
Yeah.
coming from. I mean, it'll be a Oh, dead clock game. But yeah, I feel where you're coming from.
and
Fuck it, bro.
like,
They gonna sweep both of them.
nah, I ain't
Trust
going
Shit.
that far. I
Shit.
ain't going that
Yeah,
far.
I'm
They ain't
talking
coming
to
into
I'm talking
Foxborough and beating us. No, they ain't.
I would say like for them to add Gino last year,
yeah,
I
that's
can't fault Gino for that. I can't fault Gino for that, man.
For what?
For the way he looked with the Raiders.
What you mean you can't fault him for it?
I do.
Did, I'm
Me
saying,
too. What you mean?
did you hear that they was running plays? Chip had them running plays they never practiced,
Oh yeah, I mean yeah,
calling them,
yeah.
calling them with it
Yes.
with whatever last little second they had left to communicate
No
on
doubt.
that headset.
But Fonz, come on, let's keep it a buck.
You got to change
Gino
the
ain't
play in
no
the huddle.
Gino ain't no spring chicken. He's been around the league long enough to
That's
where
what I'm
we've
saying. He got to
seen
change
him
the play
with
in the
enough
huddle.
coordinators, enough coaches, enough teams to know what he is and what he isn't. I
You
get
got to
what you're
change
When
the
saying
was he
play
about
in
on
the
the
Chip
huddle.
Kelly.
Seahawks?
I get what you're saying about Chip Kelly, but you could have had Sean McVay calling the plays and he still would have been ass.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. He ain't look
No,
that bad
I
for the
know about
Seahawks.
that. I know about that. I've seen enough of Gino to know.
That
I
was your
was gonna
man
say
in college.
Gino was so bad.
Chill.
Gino
That
was so
was your
bad
man in
last year,
college,
though.
fool.
He
Gino was
wasn't my
so
man. I just said he was. I mean, he
yeah.
was throwing for like 500 yards a game. T. That's a
Right.
fact.
No, no,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
no
saying?
pay.
That's just what he was doing. And that
Nah,
West
keep going,
Virginia
Paul.
offense was like a cheat code.
Right, it was. He had a
Yeah.
couple plays. But yeah, keep
But he,
going,
yeah,
Paul.
he
Keep
was
going.
throwing. There was one game where he threw for like seven something. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that?
Wait till he get
Go
them
ahead, Fonz.
throws
Go ahead, Fonz. I
busted.
don't mean to cut you off, bro.
No, you good.
Yeah,
I
my
was
bad.
just saying, Gino. I'm gonna say, due to the Raiders and that coaching, they had him looking so bad. He was pretty much guaranteed to throw a pick a game. Like y'all know, I'm a
Two.
parlay guy.
Two
I could
picks a
almost
game, bro.
guarantee if I put INT down for him,
Yeah.
that was almost like putting uh I mean, I guess you could say money in my pocket. I should have just put a single leg. You
It
know
would
what I'm
have been like
saying? Like
putting a
instead
pick
of
for Tua.
exactly.
Yeah.
Both of them. Both of them.
Yeah.
Be mad when his bye weeks came around. I don't think he's really that I don't think he's really that bad though. I don't think he's really that bad. And
Oh, I do. I
if you
do.
compare it to what they
On that
had
kid,
last year,
he stinks.
He stinks, bro. I don't know what you got a soft spot for Gino for. I'm trying to figure
it
this out.
it ain't even about that. It's just about competence. You got to put competency around Gino. He go back to the Seahawks. Was he terrible then? With
He
just
wasn't
No,
terrible,
with
but
he
he
just
was
was,
he
JS
was
in
he
him?
was he was okay.
he
He was
was,
all right.
he was all right.
He was all right.
Yeah. So I feel like you give him a Frank Reich, and we seen him work a miracle with Carson Wentz.
Oh God.
I'm
Oh,
just
but here we
saying he's
go.
a good OC. He's a
So,
he's an actual good OC. That's almost like okay when Sam Darnold first got to the Vikings, and then he got with a KOC. Up until that point, we ain't see nothing from him. We was like, oh, this is like an 8-win team, 7-win team. They in a similar predicament. Late bloomers showed some flashes with a good OC. Then you turn around and get with a
Mhm.
great one. What can
I,
you
I
do?
see.
I think the only difference is Darnold is just light years better than Gino. That's just only. I just don't think.
Sure.
I just don't think Gino is a good quarterback. I think he's a good backup. But if you're
Yeah,
asking Gino to start 16, 17 games, you're fooling yourself. That's
nah.
just my opinion.
You just set yourself up a failure.
Yeah, you're trying to get like a
But,
high
but
draft pick.
yeah, but that
Yeah,
shit, they're
this
gonna get 6 wins.
Yeah, they will. They will. The Jets, listen, for all the clowning that we do on the Jets and over the years that we've done over the Jets, I mean, they made some good moves, especially in the draft. I mean, but how
yeah.
can you really make bad moves when you have fucking four picks in the first round or whatever they did?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can't really
you should be
fail.
doing that. You
Yeah,
should be
exactly.
doing that. It's
Exactly.
not
You
about that.
should be
You
doing
have
it.
a
You
pick
Your
with
team should be
2 years.
better. You shouldn't have two,
Yeah,
3 wins, motherfucker. You should have five,
right,
six. That's the way you should
right.
be. So we're not, I don't think any of us are saying anything that they shouldn't be doing. If they get
Nah,
below
them
five,
motherfuckers.
6 wins, just fire the whole franchise. Fire the
We're
owner.
talking about
Fire all of them. Like they don't
we're
know what the
talking
fuck
about
they're
10
doing.
wins. Guys, we're talking about a team with 10 wins over 3 seasons. Come on, guys.
Come on, bro. What are we doing? Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Come on, guys.
They
With
definitely
the,
not
with,
world beaters. I just see the I
no.
see the improvement.
Now let me
They
This
let
will
me
be
ask
this
y'all a
definitely.
question though. Let me
will
ask
be
y'all an
their
honest
best
question
year.
though.
This will be their
Let me
best
ask
year
y'all a
in the
question.
last 10.
How far do y'all think Aaron Glenn could take him?
This will be their
Is
best year in 10 years. In the last 10 years, this will be their. That's why I say six, maybe 7 wins. This will be good. They're gonna be like, oh shit, they might make the playoffs. Why? They're gonna be talking about that. It's gonna be
ooh,
Aaron Glenn's gonna he's gonna have them riled up because he is a good defensive coach, like you said. No picks for your DBs. You got a lot of explaining to do, Lucy. You
that's
definitely got a lot of explaining to
egregious.
do.
That's
Not a lot of explaining to
egregious.
do.
Like,
Todd Bowles, he might suck as a head coach, but defensively wise, we gonna get some takeaways. That's just what it is, dog. But you
you
got to get the
cannot be
takeaway.
a DB coach and not have your
And
DBs
not,
get any picks. It's like,
that makes no sense to me. When you said that to me, I had to go look it up immediately.
yep,
Oh my God, by golly, he's right.
yep,
By golly, he's right.
yep.
The
That's
the thing
crazy.
is the thing is what could you really do with Justin Fields?
The same you're gonna do with Gino. I said it.
Exactly. Hold on. I was
Him
about to say, oh, you think Justin
Gino.
I
Fields is
said it.
worse than Gino?
Yeah.
No.
Same person. Spider-Man meme.
You
Spider-Man meme, homie.
serious? Are you
Are you
serious?
serious?
Yeah, what are you
What?
seeing in
No.
Gino, dog? Like,
I
what
don't
game?
see it. I was about
So
to
you
say,
think
brother, he was a backup. He was a great backup for the last 10 years. Now all of a sudden, this nigga's the Dom DeLuise. He's gonna come in here
no,
and
no,
just
I'm
shoot
just
you, right?
saying
What a
You think
job.
Justin Fields can throw better than Gino?
No, I think they both can't throw good. There's your answer to my question. They both can't throw good. I don't believe in either one of them. But I don't believe in Geno more than I believe in Justin Fields.
Bingo.
Justin Fields runs better
Bingo.
than him. How about
Bingo.
that then?
Bingo.
Justin Fields runs the ball
That's
better
how
than
I
him.
feel. They're almost the same motherfucker. Gino, okay, Fonz, I'll give you
But,
this.
but
I'll give you this,
Justin has
Fonz,
better legs.
honestly. Gino can probably run a professional football offense better than Justin Fields
That's
can.
my point.
But he's such
Sure,
a
he's
lame
older. He's a
duck with
veteran.
everything he does. He doesn't do anything extraordinary where Justin Fields can. Justin Fields can run the fucking ball like a running back or a wide receiver.
That's what I
Name me
just
one
said.
thing that Gino can do that's like super above his ability.
Spellbounding.
I'm just
Spellbounding.
saying
Nothing.
What is that? Oh,
Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
what does that running get you though? What does Justin Fields running get you?
The same thing as gotten Gino.
I'm saying
throwing the ball, right.
you're not you can't he can't even feed a number one option wide receiver. Gino at least could do that. That's my point.
We're
That's
gonna
where if
see.
you
I
had
haven't
them
seen
legs,
who was he feeding before he left, before he got to the Raiders as a backup.
Nobody. He
Like
was
who
on
was
the
he
bench.
feeding, dog?
He was on the bench.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't
he
know
was
where
with
you
the
seeing this at.
Seahawks. He was with the Seahawks.
Sitting behind Russell Wilson.
No, Russ was gone to Denver.
Yeah, that was the
So
year that he stunk up the joint in Seattle, wasn't it?
who- oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, dog. That he
Wasn't that the
lost
year
the
he stunk up
job.
the joint?
He
He
lost the
was he
job.
was he was solid with
Did he get old boy
JSN.
fired too? He got
He
man
was
fired too. What's his name? Pete.
Time out. Was it the first year with the Raiders? I remember one year he played with Josh McDaniels, and then there was another year he played with Seattle. Which year was it that he was absolutely god awful? Because I know it was one
The
of them.
Seahawks year.
Okay.
it wasn't no, it wasn't I don't think it was his last year because otherwise he wouldn't have been tradable.
So it
He
was the
lost the
Raiders one. So it would
job,
have been the
huh?
Raiders year
It
then.
was the Raiders year. Yeah.
Okay. No, I was just asking. I was
Yeah, yeah.
confused on which one. But even that makes it even more egregious to me though, because in the Raiders
He
year he had
lost the job.
Brock Bowers.
He lost
And
the job.
How
Brock
the hell do
Bowers
you stink up the joint with Brock Bowers?
Brock Bowers 8.
He didn't.
If you have no other weapons, and in the last year,
They had
honestly,
Devontae.
And Jacoby Myers.
they had Devontae
Yeah, that was when the Devontae was still out there, or not Oakland, in Las Vegas.
before he went to the Rams.
That's right.
Devontae was kind of checked out though.
Was it because
You
of the
know,
quarterback?
no,
Let's
he
be
was checked
real.
out.
Let's be
No, he
real.
was checked
That was
out.
the
He was
worst
checked out.
quarterback he had played
Remember,
with
he
his
went
whole
to Derek
career.
Carr. Because he went over there for Derek Carr, remember? That's the only reason he went to the Raiders. For Derek Carr.
And then he got shipped out.
That was his Fresno quarterback.
I don't know, man. The Geno to Justin Fields is kind of like apples to apples. I mean, they are both kind of the same motherfucker, but I I don't think where me and you split hairs, Fonz. I think we agree on the win total, but I don't think Gino's going to be the reason they get there. It's like he's not. If anything, they'll get 6, 7 wins in spite of Gino. I don't think it'll be because of him. That's
Definitely
just me
won't.
being
Like
real.
no,
I don't see
no,
that,
no.
bro. I don't see
You
that.
can you make awesome done. Oh, go ahead, man.
The, the only thing the Jets need is, let's say, a clean 1,000 yards from Garrett Wilson.
Haven't they got that
And
from him before?
I'm talking about with Gino though.
Oh,
I'm talking about with
Bruh,
Gino.
you said it, man. Bro, you said it best, dog. What are you seeing? What intangible do you see in Gino? Where it's like,
that's what
man,
I'm trying
Oh
to
no,
figure
no, no,
out. You're
no.
talking
I'm
about.
not.
You're literally
there
like the
goes
way you
Gino
talk about
being Gino.
Gino. The way you're talking about Gino is how like a lot of people talk about Jordan Love, and I'm just trying to figure out where is this coming from.
You know how I feel about him.
No, I'm just saying to improve. You acting like, oh, he's the same level as Justin Fields. But my thing is, with Justin Fields, you could run a defense to stop him and Brees Hall at the same time. They got
Okay,
a good back in Brees Hall. So
okay,
Brees gonna be able to feast a little bit. You get 1,000 yards from Garrett, so they can't just stack the box and got a little something to worry about. You add Omar Cooper. The defense got a pass rush, so they probably can get turnovers. When they had Sauce, I understand with Aaron Glenn, uh, the year with no picks before they traded away Sauce. Um, Sauce was never getting picks anyway. When the elite, he was the elite one. He was the elite deep cornerback. You know what I'm saying? They best DB supposedly can't tackle, can't get picks, but can get past deflections.
yeah,
So it's like
yeah,
what
yeah.
So it's like what really did they have on that defense to really like blame Aaron Glenn? And then they still got rid of him. So then at that point it was a dry cupboard. It wasn't nothing there.
That's fair. I mean, I'm not trying to say it was all on Aaron Glenn either, because I mean the cupboard is pretty bare. I mean they're
Yeah.
rebuilding it, but I mean let's not act like the Jets haven't had talent over the years with Aaron Glenn and without him. They're like I said, their problem is never it hasn't been drafting. They've gotten some
Mm-hmm.
good players in New York in the Jets uniform. They just don't know what to do with them, and I don't expect that to really change until I see it. I got to see it to actually feel like, all right, the Jets are turning the corner. All this talent they got on the team right now, I got to see them actually win some fucking football games, bro. Before I sit there and say, oh, Gino, like I think like you're saying that people will game plan more for Geno Smith than they will for Justin Fields, and I don't think so. I don't think nobody's a fucking afraid of Geno Smith. I don't think Mike Vrabel staying up at night worried about Geno Smith on a game plan tip.
Nobody, bro.
Like I don't know more than he was Justin Fields, for example. I think it's probably one and the same. He probably prepped for them the same amount of hours. I don't. These not versus where Josh Allen gonna keep you up all night. Gee,
Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely not like that. But
yeah, yeah.
I would say it's easier to game plan for a one dimensional quarterback like Justin Fields, where they can have an alpha wide receiver, but he out the game plan anyway, just because who the quarterback is. Let's just stop the run.
That's fair.
Let's just
That's
let's just force him to pass.
so. What's your win total
Like,
on him?
I would say 7, 8 wins.
Damn. Y'all boy,
7, 8.
I still got him in like the 4 or 5 range. Like, I don't believe in him that much. Like, hell no. Because at the end of the day, their coach is still
Listen,
Aaron Glenn.
look, with
Mm-hmm.
a
Their
win
their
on both
quarterback is
sides,
still Gino, and their owner is still Woody Johnson. I don't trust the motherfuckers.
I
They got to
believe
prove it
in
to me.
I believe in Frank Reich as an OC will be able to implement the
He ain't
new
in
weapons
Philly no
on
more.
offense.
third and right.
He
That's
just not a good. He just not. He just not a good head coach. And sometimes OCs can be like that.
For sure, Josh McDaniels.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our second week of division by division breakdown. That was the AFC East brought to you by myself, T Sizzler, and Fonzarelli. I hope y'all enjoyed. We'll be back next week for the AFC South. So who we got in the AFC South? We got the
Titans, the
Jags.
Colts, the Jags. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, T. My bad.
Yeah, Titans, Colts, Jags, and the Raiders. No, who was the other one?
Titans.
Damn.
No, you said that.
Titans. Yeah, Titans, Jags, Indiana, and who was the other one? Oh, the Houston Texans, dog. The Texans. My bad.
Texans. Okay. So actually, this one actually be pretty decent because there's some teams that's more of a competitive. So far, we ran into like non-competitive divisions. This one will be a competitive division because you got
Yeah.
probably about three teams
Yeah,
that can make the
definitely
playoffs
one
over
sided.
there.
Y'all and Nova definitely one sided for sure. I get it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And so check us out next week at episode 48, ladies and gentlemen, because the AFC South, that'll be a doozy. We got a lot to talk about with that one. But next, what we're going to transition to a little bit, we're going to transition to a little 3-on-3, aka three winners, three losers. And basically, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, or if you're a new listener, welcome. New viewer, welcome. But our three winners, three losers, we usually do this during the football season on a week to week basis, but we just pick three winners and three losers of the football season from week to week. But in this edition, we're going to be picking three winners and three losers of the offseason because it's no football, it's no basketball. Baseball's kind of at a lull right now because we're getting ready to go to All-Star break and FIFA's coming to an end. So I just want to talk about some of the winners, losers we got. And it doesn't necessarily have to be sports related. It could be pop culture. It could be music related. It could be TV related. It could be video game related. So whatever you feel like there's a winner or loser just going on, sports or non-sports, we're wanting to get into that. So fellas, let's go ahead and knock it out with our winners. Yeah, we'll start off with our winners first of all. Which one of y'all want to go first as far as the winners?
Go ahead, get to them, phones.
Go
For
ahead,
sure.
Paul.
All right. So my first winner, just to get it out of the way, I'm gonna say the New England Patriots for getting AJ Brown.
Wow. Shocker.
I know what kind of wide receiver he is. I know Jones, you know what kind of wide receiver he is. He will at least give you 2 more years of I'm gonna just say being elite. Being elite. That's why I made sure I grabbed him in fantasy because I know y'all are a
You
pass
grabbed
first
both of my
offense.
receivers, I saw. Both of my
Oh yeah.
receivers.
Just in
Somebody
case.
believe in our receiver core or
Just
our
in
quarterback.
case. I just know y'all are pass first. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
for
Listen,
Y'all,
sure.
yeah.
listen. When you got the franchise, you better be pass first. That's all
Need to
I know.
be. I mean, y'all
That's
y'all
all I
y'all ain't got
know.
it. Y'all ain't got a Saquon.
Hey. You don't get a Lambo and keep that bitch in second gear.
Mm.
That's all I
You
know.
don't. You don't. My second winner, and I'm gonna just say, is the Eagles for shipping AJ Brown ass out and
Really?
getting a first round pick in return.
Okay. Fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Fair.
That
Disgruntled.
is
Anytime you got a
a
player that's disgruntled, the whole
yeah,
league
you got to
knows
get
he
him out
wants
of there.
out.
You got to get him out of there, phones. You
No,
right.
you
You
do.
got to
You
get
do.
He gone, and we got, I would say, an excellent return.
You did.
I'll leave it at that on that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I agree 100%.
my
I wasn't
last
happy. I
winner,
wasn't happy
yeah,
about the first round pick, but it was
yeah.
necessary.
Oh, I
it is
know.
what
Y'all
it is.
needed it. Y'all
Yeah,
had to.
Yeah.
premium player,
Gotta do
premium
what it is.
players cost you. It is what it is.
Sure.
And we could have stalled you out.
No, you couldn't have. No, you couldn't have. Because everything that y'all had going on in Philly, he had to get the fuck out of there. No, you
But
couldn't have.
right, it was now or never, dog. It was
Exactly. Y'all had too much going on.
We did.
now or
No.
never, dog. Yeah,
But
this
but
season
I'm
would have
I'm
been.
I'm satisfied with that return. We
For
got
sure.
Makai Lemon and
It was one of the most equal trades I've seen in a while for both
yeah,
sides.
definitely. And we can move on from there. I would say my final winner, and this is transitioning to the NBA, and I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
say
I
two
know where this is
players.
going.
Two players.
Who?
Trey Young for securing a 4-year, $212 million deal with the Washington Wizards. That boy got that bag after sitting
Oh,
out.
yeah.
And my second one is Donovan Mitchell for securing that bag at 4 years, $273 million. That boy is making $3,500 shooting a free throw before the ball leaves his hands. That's how quick
Damn.
that that's how quick
Cuz,
that money's still piling up. He
Wow.
hit
making
your boy up
he
with a
making
million.
$360 a second once that contract kick in.
Hey, look, cuz, hook big cuz up with a million. That's all I want. You
For
got
sure.
200.
Me.
Hook big
Ladies
cuz
and
up.
gentlemen,
I need.
stay in school and
I'll
work on
feed
your jump
family.
You got
I'll
to.
feed family.
Stay in
And
school and work on your jump shot. I'm telling you.
and both of them is proving that you ain't got to be a giant out there. Like you say, just work on that skill.
Work
You
on the
can
jump shot.
be anywhere from I'm gonna say 5'9.5" like Trey Young to 6
I'm gonna do
foot
you one
like
better.
Donovan Mitchell.
I'm gonna do you one better.
Right.
What's up?
All you gotta be is Tobias Harris. I'm gonna throw y'all a fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know
Oh man.
Tobias Harris has made more career earnings than Tom Brady?
Let me tell y'all something. Him and Kirk Cousins' agent are
Hall
the
of
best
Famers.
agents. They deserve to get a
Hall of
million
Famers.
dollars. They're great.
No, I was gonna
They
say
have gold jackets you can't buy.
speaking
The
on
money
Tobias
goes
Harris
is
though.
really good. Yeah,
Speaking of Tobias Harris, he is the highest paid player to never have made an All-Star team. That's number one.
Jesus mercy.
Never make All NBA, never make an All Star team, never make anything.
And then the second part of that, his agent ain't even no agent. It's his dad. So that
Ooh,
money
keep it in
stay
the
in
Oh
family.
Lord,
house.
Jesus.
That money stay
Hey,
in house.
hey, clap it. That's a clap button, fool. Yeah. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Hallelujah, God. That's the pops right there. That's the pops right there, man. Shout out to that's my number one biggest winner right now. I'm just scratch my number one. I just changed it to that right there. That's my
I'm
biggest
So I
talking
winner
about
appreciate
from
that
the
fun fact, Fonz, and I
for
have a new
sure.
favorite agent.
Oh yeah.
Daddy
Oh,
My favorite agent was Tommy DeVito's agent. Cause T, you already oh snap.
the Gabagool.
No, that was my guy. That was my favorite agent. But this who'd you say? What's his name?
Mr. Harris, the dad.
Joe Jackson, for all I care. Bravo.
Mr. Franklin.
Bravo.
For the Benjamins he's
Uh,
pulling in.
they trading dollar bills like Mortimer and Randolph.
Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and knock off my winners real quick because we starting to get to the end of the show.
For
Number one.
sure.
Oh, that was three for you, right, Fonz?
Yeah, that was my
Yeah,
three.
I'm sorry.
All right. Number one for me, my first winner is going to be USA Soccer. I know they went out in a fucking crash of glory the night. It was terrible, 4-1 or whatever the hell it was. But I'm still proud of the USA Soccer team because for the first time of my whole life, they actually look like a soccer team. I'm so used to the men's USA team, and this is not to get it confused with the women's because our women's team is phenomenal. They're perennial like champions. So this is no
Mm-hmm.
slight to our women, but our men have always been dog shit my whole life. This FIFA World Cup was the first time that we actually like a solid, organized, functional soccer team. And the fact that we made it to the round of 16 told me that we were a sound, functional soccer team. So number one is going to be USA Soccer. Even though we went out bad, still going to be USA Soccer. Number two is going to be the off-season lull without football and basketball because we haven't even really talked about it. We've been so busy with the Winter Olympic Games or the FIFA World Cup. There's been so many things that fill in the sports gaps in between our major sports that I haven't even really missed anything.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yeah, thank God. Like it's been an all. I want to give a shout out to the off season and the schedule makers that fit in FIFA and that fit in the Winter Olympics after the football season ended because we've always had something to watch after our major sports have ended this year, just for 2025, and it's been phenomenal. So I want to give a shout out to that. Number three, I got to do it. LeBron James, and for one reason and one reason only. At 60 years old, he still got teams courting him. How the hell do you do that? How do you do that? 60 and you still got teams rolling out the red carpet, bending over with no lube for you. I don't understand it. I don't understand. Did they not see what I saw the last? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Shout out to LeBron James for still having a stranglehold over the league. Shout out to Clutch Sports for still having a stranglehold over the league. And shout out to Rich Paul for still having a stranglehold over the league. T, you go ahead with
Mm-hmm.
your winners.
Man, that's what they do. Hey, look, like I said, I had a number one, but I just changed it to Tobias Harris because, again, that is phenomenal, dog. Hit that clap button one more time for your boy, man. Thank you, man. Have mercy, Jesus. The Harris house is dog
Phenomenal.
hummus.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, they got a lifetime supply of hummus. You know what I mean?
And
It
this
doesn't
and this is
matter.
no disrespect. This is no disrespect, but they handle business like the Jews.
Dog, you feel me? Dog, straight up, dog.
And that's
Having
no
that straight
disrespect to the Jewish
Goldstein,
community.
Goldstein, the
Yes.
Goldberg family. No, yeah, no,
Rothstein.
no, no.
It's like, yes.
Dog, you feel me? No, but that's phenomenal. That's amazing. That is beautiful.
I love it.
My second one. I'm gonna change it to. I'm gonna share. Shout out to GTA. GTA 6 that's finally supposed to be dropping. You know, they've already made more money on that game has not dropped, and it ain't even dropped yet. They have made so much money, dog. And
Dog.
I asked y'all was y'all gonna buy the $100 version. Ain't nobody answered me, so I was like, shit, I
Dog.
don't want to be the
No, I'm not.
only.
Dog. They
Yeah, I'm
sitting
about
there like Tony
to
Montana with the money count machine going.
it's just going. It's just that's all you hear, dog. Every
That's
20
all you
seconds.
get.
They
Ah,
getting
Fox, you
loot,
feel
dog.
me?
Yeah,
Sosa.
yeah, yeah. They getting loot, dog. Shout out to them, dog, for making big bread in a
Hand
dry
over
spell
fist.
like this. Dog, hand over fist, nigga, like straight up. That's crazy. And then just because basketball, they just won. Shout out to to the Knicks for winning. After 30, so what, 40 year, since 73? So,
53.
yeah, 53 years. Shout out to them. Shout out to them for being a winner in a time like this, in a time like this, because they needed it. They needed it bad.
Go ahead and run through your losers. We'll do the snake. We'll go back.
All right, my number one biggest loser is going to take away your number one biggest winner, and the U.S. team. Like I told y'all, I know we was going back and forth about it, dog. We were not a good team, dog. I don't know. We played against bad teams and we just won, and we got exposed and we got tore up. And I told you that was going to happen, dog, because I know, like you said, it's always been the women's soccer team. It's never been the dudes soccer team. They always been cheeks on cheeks with ass on it. They've always been trash. So and they got exposed this year and fuck the red car shit, and then Donald Trump making that fucking phone call, putting a
Oh
bad
God.
juju in the whole sporting world, dog,
Oh
doing that. You
man.
couldn't do that, dog. You let the soccer guys take over after that point. Stop bringing that shit into the fucking game, dog. Like, why are you even calling anybody to say anything? Get out of here, dog. They make it so much worse. Number one
Hold
biggest
on.
loser.
Hold on. Before you go to your number two, I just want to say that was one of my three losers. I know I picked him for one of my winners, but I was also going to pick him
Oh,
as one of my losers too. For what you
yeah,
said, T. How
yeah.
dare you
Come
cry,
on, man.
complain, call the
Come
president to
on,
get a
man.
call
Like,
reversed, and then
come
go out there
on.
and get smoked?
And then don't try to roll up and smoke. Like, roll
And
up
get
and man,
smoked.
get out of here, dog. 4-1. Dog, it was so embarrassing. Every time I turned around, it was another go. Goo! That's all you heard. The bar was quiet as hell. I wanted to work on my off day to go watch that shit up there. The
They were
bar was
one of my
quiet as
losers
fuck.
too. They were one of my losers too,
Bruh.
bro.
You could
Yeah.
hear a pin drop in that bitch, motherfucker. I'm like, I told everybody. Everybody got their USA jerseys on. I'm in there with a motherfucking black t-shirt.
It was the typical American thing. We sat there and cried and cried and cried over the red card and the suspension.
Yeah, that's
We
my
get the
number
dude,
two biggest loser.
we get
USA.
the dude
Y'all know
back, and we
damn
go
well
out there
we
and get
gonna do this.
smoked. Like,
Bruh, we are so good at every other sport. I get this, I get it. That's why we're the number two loser. Because why do we care so much? Now, you know the funniest thing? Ain't nobody talking about soccer no
nope, they're done now. They're done now.
Yeah, it's over.
more. It's over
Yeah,
What's your
it's
already,
third
man.
done.
one?
And my third one will be probably the lackluster performance of what they're doing with GTA 5, the ending of it. Did y'all hear what they're doing with the ending?
Nuh-uh.
Mm-mm.
You pay for a mission to get all your shit transferred to the next game.
I hope that's a rumor.
I hope it is too
I
because
heard,
they're
I
doing
heard,
too
I
much,
heard it on
bro.
three sites. I heard it on three different sites, bro.
They're
Because
doing too
I don't
much.
want that. I don't want no parts of five.
None, nothing. I don't want to
I
see
want to end of
Trevor.
six
I don't
with a
want to see
blank
Mike.
slate.
I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to see Franklin. I don't want to see none of them niggas, man. I don't even want to see Lamar Davis. I want a whole nother set of Pattersons. A whole nother set of Pattersons. Like, for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick. Like I said, my one of mine was the USA Soccer. T hit on every point. I was actually gonna say, how dare you cry, complain, get the president involved, and go out there and get smoked like a weed pack? How dare you?
No.
So that's one of mine. My second one of mine would be Sony for discontinuing physical copies of discs. I went on a rant about it last week, and I'm not gonna fall off. I want to rant about it until the end of time because how dare
I
you?
want to be heard. I want to be heard, goddammit.
How dare y'all? Like, whatever. If you don't know my rant, ladies and gentlemen, go listen to episode 46. There's plenty of information on there about it. And my third loser would be college football 27 for completely ruining the
Oh,
franchise that
God.
we grew to love and know. Yeah,
I'm not getting
microtransactions,
it.
Mm-hmm.
microtransactions. This is what
I'm
we're
not
doing
getting it.
now. This is
Spoiler
what we're
alert, I'm
doing.
not
So
getting
now we're doing 2K. We're 2K in it now. I'm
Yeah.
out.
Pretty much. They might well
Shame on
change it
y'all.
to they might well
Shame
call
on
it
EA
NCAA
Sports.
2K.
Shame on college football for allowing this shit. Shame on everybody. Those are my three losers. Go ahead, Fonz.
For sure. All right, so my losers. I'm gonna start off with the Falcons for
Yes.
bringing in Tua,
Yes.
proving that Michael Penix was a bust and
Yep.
a wasted
Yeah.
draft pick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. It's
They,
gotta
I
be.
would,
It's gotta be.
I would just say that pretty much speaks for itself because I mean it's like
Did y'all know
the
he's
whole
from
thing.
Tampa and he hates Tampa? Did y'all know that? He's from Tampa.
I don't
And
know where
he
Who
played.
Penix?
Michael Penix is from Tampa, born and raised in Tampa, dog. He hates Tampa so much. He said he would go to any other team in the league besides Tampa. So everything that
Why?
happened to him,
he he
no,
capping.
who cares?
Is
Okay,
that why he
that
went all the way to fucking Indiana and then Washington?
and then Washington exactly. He went clear across country because he didn't want nothing to do with USF,
Yeah,
nothing to
and
do
they
with.
got smoked in the national championship by yours truly too.
Trash.
Crash.
I got
Kind of sticking to the theme somewhat of the Atlanta Falcons. I'm gonna say another
Kevin
loser.
Stefanski.
Huh?
Kevin Stefanski.
No.
Who?
Tyler Algier
Oh
for going
man,
from being I'm talking about an annual
yeah,
Bijan Robinson backup to
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
you finally earned yourself a gig as a
dog.
starter only for your new team to utilize their third overall pick and get Jeremiah Love.
I had thought about that. That is fucked up. I had thought
I'm
about that.
talking about, and they
Yeah.
paid you.
Yeah,
They
that's
paid
crazy.
you.
That's
Dog
crazy.
probably Dog probably went on a spending spree like, oh, I know I'm gonna easily hit these contract incentives. They only want 6 touchdowns.
You ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah, you ain't
Never
gonna get
gonna get it. Never gonna
it.
get it. Never gonna get it.
He better pray to the Lords that Jeremiah Love get hurt because he ain't gonna touch none of them incentives.
Nigga, that's fucked up, but you right though.
He better
None.
Only
pray.
option you got. Only option you got, homie.
Or he just turned into a bust. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's
Or
always a
both.
possibility.
Sure.
A high risk factor.
I think he'll have a better rookie year than Genty did. Just because I
It's
think he's
over
got
Yeah,
more
now,
of a,
man.
I
I'm
think he's
looking
got more
for
of
it
the pro
today.
game to him than Genty did.
I
I
feel
don't know,
like
it's just
there's
right
just
there.
more. There's more around him than what Genty had. Like
That's fair
I feel like
too.
it's the Raiders. It's the Raiders,
Genty
dog.
couldn't.
It don't matter.
Yeah, Genty couldn't get past a lot of scrimmage before contact
I know.
Right.
I know. Yeah, that's
with
true.
that O line.
Yeah, he got a good one now though.
Yeah, and my last loser is I'm gonna just say Mike Vrabel.
Oh
Oh,
no,
oh, you saw that
So
video? You saw
not
the
for Dirty
video?
Diana.
Dirty
yeah,
again.
yeah, man.
Rosalini.
It's
Whole city.
already
I saw her do a damage control the other day. You saw her to resort with her husband and kids.
oh yeah,
That's the video I'm talking about.
he been
My
trying to do the
bad. Go
same
ahead.
thing. He been trying to do the same thing.
Get
Yeah, he
Hanging out with the
has.
wife.
I saw him at Taylor Swift wedding with his wife. Yeah, he has.
the
Yeah,
fuck
come
out
on,
of
son.
here. Get the
Stop it.
fuck out of here. Get the fuck
Getting in
out
the
of here.
van
Nah,
before her and everything. It ain't no more love there.
bruh. You don't love her. Yeah,
It ain't no more
you
love.
don't love her, dog. You don't love that lady. Let that lady go, bro.
he
Let that
thinking
you got
about
her
Dirty
hostage, bro.
Die.
I'll give you
Bruh, you got
I'll give
listen.
you $500,000 just to walk with me for another couple months before we divorce.
That's it.
Bruh.
That's what
But
he on.
nah, if
He's
you don't
with
let
his
that bruh,
wife. He's with
if
his
you don't
wife,
let
but
that
his
lady
mind
go,
is on Dirty Die.
Oh yeah.
if he don't let that lady go, I'm gonna call the police for entrapment. Dog. I promise you, for hostageness. 'Cause he's got that
Dog.
lady hostage, bro. That's not
I just
fair.
I just feel like coming off of the year that y'all had,
Yeah.
getting to the Super Bowl, it's already difficult enough to get back. You know what I'm saying? You can only imagine what kind of overtime he had to put in just to get y'all there in the first time.
Fucking right.
At this point in time, that next upcoming year, let that man be mid meeting in that white FaceTime. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second, guys. This my wife calling. I gotta answer this.
No,
Dog
she
gonna
know
be
better than to
taking.
call during work
Dog gonna
hours.
be taking.
No,
Oh
fuck that.
no! Oh
No,
no!
fuck that.
Oh no,
Fuck
no,
What
no.
that.
is
She
he
know better.
doing?
Fuck that.
She know better.
No, fuck that. No,
No,
fuck that.
she can't stop that gravy train. She want that alimony. She better let him go to work.
He done drug this lady through the
No.
mud,
What?
embarrass her. No,
I'm gonna
hell
What
say it
no.
is
That's a
again.
Mike
white
I'm gonna
woman.
say
Vrabel?
it
White
again.
woman
If
in
she want
America.
that
White woman
alimony,
in
she better
America.
let him go to work.
White woman in
Mm-mm.
America.
Mm-mm. It. She already got all the evidence she need of infidelity to take half.
But she ain't did nothing
The
with it.
last.
We all do. John. We
That's
all.
pending.
It's on all of our phones. We all got evidence of these
We
shit.
damn no show do.
The infidel is strong in this one. What the
That
fuck?
that that's
Yeah.
pending right there. That's pending
Yes.
right there. You embarrass her like that?
No, in
Make
front of
national
America.
headlines?
Nah, a
Is
real
that
one would have been
that
no
funny?
real. Now y'all both know this. A real one would have been gone by now. She
Hey,
probably one of the stupid ones.
a
She
real one
probably
would have
one of
tore
the
shit up.
stupid ones.
A real one would have tore shit up like Tiger Woods' wife did. She would have tore shit
Exactly.
up.
And that's my
She
point.
would
She
have
left
tore
them
shit up.
immediately. It wasn't no
She would,
waiting
yeah, she
around.
would
She
have
left
done.
that fool
She would have tore
immediately.
She would have tore shit up, man.
No, he
If
got a
she was
dumb
that
one.
man,
He know who to play with. He just like
yeah,
anybody else. He
yeah.
knew who to play.
Probably old country girl ain't never had nothing, been with Mike Braver
And
for
she
30
won't have
years.
nothing without him. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Right.
She would
Besides that alimony.
if she was really about that, if she was really like some of these other basketball wives that just said like for example, even Longoria, Tony Parker was stepping out there,
Oh
she
yeah.
stepped away from that motherfucker quick in a
Yeah.
heartbeat. If she's really
Yeah.
one of them NBA ballers wives or NFL ballers wives, she would have
Yeah.
been gone. The fact that she ain't
Yeah.
left him yet, she ain't going nowhere.
No, yeah,
No,
she's
no,
trash.
no. She done gave that man her best years. She ain't walking around looking like Eva Longoria.
Hey, but that furthers my point. Where the fuck
What
she
you mean?
going?
Back to the
Chilling.
country,
She's
back to the
damaged
ghetto
goods
New
at this
York.
point. So where's she
Back to the
going?
ghetto New York. Right. She going back
No.
to the country where he
Oh,
found her country
that's
man.
furthering my point. She gonna leave
Where he
Raymond and go
found
get with who?
She might ain't no
back,
telling, but
Eyeballs?
back to the pig farm.
if she
Big to the
if she
pig
if she
farm. She
get
gonna
that
do the
if
pig
she
farm.
get that cash, she get that cash and it's official on the divorce, she set. She set.
She definitely
But you
said.
could.
She
My point
definitely
is, you
said.
could have done
No,
that already.
100.
Why? You don't have to wait for that. You could have done it
Yeah,
already.
yeah, she should. Yeah. Like I said, we
Like,
all got
nah,
evidence.
like I'm telling
She
you,
should have
he
been
ain't
showed
got
up.
one that's
She should have
too
been showed up.
smart in the cabeza
Yeah,
because she would have been
yeah.
took advantage of that. No,
I think
I'm not
Cardi
buying
is.
that at all.
Do
Hell
No,
no.
Cabeza
do they look
Basura.
happy together? Do
Yes,
they look happy together at this
yes.
point?
You look
No.
They
happy.
never
You look
did.
happy.
Nah. I feel where you coming from, but she ain't leaving. If she would have left, if she was leaving, she would have left by now. Hell, Cardi left Offset for less.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Meanwhile,
we
his
talking
wife's
about
still around.
young.
Exactly, Fawn. She's old and washed up. What's she gonna do without
Yeah, I'm about to
Vrabel?
say, no, she's
Like that's
40
what you're
some odd years
missing. Like, what
old,
is she
bro.
gonna do without Vrabel? Like,
She's
you act like
damn
she's
good
like a
like a
hot
motherfucker.
commodity. Like,
And how many kids she got? How many kids she got? Man, get out of here, dog.
too many.
That is damaged good. Bro, that's damaged goods if I've ever seen it.
I
That's
get that,
damaged
but I
good,
And
bro.
feel
that's and ladies
like
and gentlemen,
yeah.
that's no disrespect to the female listeners, but we're just saying
What?
she's at the point in her
No.
life. Let me PC
Come
this real
on,
quick.
man.
She's at the point in her life
That's
where
the animal
without
people.
Vrabel in her life, her market value decreases just a tad out there. If you feel where I'm saying with this one,
If
she's
she
not a
would have
hot
a child,
commodity.
the child
She's
would
not
be more
somebody
upset.
that's no hell. Before this whole situation with Dirty Diana, we never even seen his wife, so
Mm-hmm.
nobody really wants
No.
her. She's
Thank
not
you.
sought
Thank
after.
you. No. Thank
If
you.
she wanted to leave, she would have been gone months ago. She ain't going nowhere because either she can't or she's dumb enough to stick around. Simple as that.
Both.
I was gonna
Both
say
Yeah.
or both.
the the Vrabel situation is the
And they're both
reason why.
scumbags. Vrabel and Dirty Di are both scumbags. I'm not
Definitely.
saying neither one of them are
Dog.
good.
Dog. Dog. Scumbags to the utmost degree, bro.
They're both
To see him
scumbags. I'm
video,
just saying.
to see him video on the hand with shit eating grins when you got families at home. You got
How
families
dare
at home.
you?
He's waiting for you to come home. And you out here galloping. Yeah, you're a piece of shit, lady, and you're a piece of shit, Mike Vrabel. For sure. For sure.
to to
You're
name
a piece
your
of shit.
son Mike
Ugh.
and and Vrabel was already your side dude.
Bruh, that's the dog.
when he was born,
Disrespect. Scumbag is that's too good of a word for her.
any
I'm
other
gonna tell
name.
you what. I'm gonna say a prayer for her husband though, because he's a strong man or a
Oh
cuck.
yeah.
Bruh. No, listen. If he kills her, the judge should be like, "I feel you, bro. I'm gonna give you 10 years, but I feel you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you, though, bro. I got to give you something. 10 years because of the pain and suffering, bro. Because you should have
Nah,
been killed this bitch. Michael, is the baby's next? Man, yeah, he
that
got
money
shit.
too
Yeah, he
that money
got to
too long on both them spouses. But I would say the Vrabel situation is the reason why I think it negates any improvement that your team has done this offseason.
Yeah, I didn't even
Because
think
it
about
looks
that part.
I
Yeah, I
don't.
didn't
yeah,
even
it
think
looks
about that.
I
I'm
don't.
saying it
I
looks
don't.
better. It looks better on paper.
Nah. I don't think that affects it all because we've seen teams or coaches, I should say, go through all season shit and still be successful the next season.
That
Sometimes you can
bad.
say
Not like
you can
this.
say the reverse
Not
that
not
actually
like
the
this.
team rallies around the coach in certain situations. I've seen that happen too, where a coach gets into some shit. For example, Spygate. Bill Belichick got fucking fucked up in some shit. What happened? We went undefeated the next year into the Super Bowl. So you could rally around it too. You can flip it both ways.
Y'all
That's
had
the way I
already
look at that.
won though.
Huh?
This was very.
Yeah.
This was y'all had already won. This was Vrabel's coming
It
off
doesn't
his
matter.
first season.
It doesn't matter whether
Yeah,
we
it
already
does.
won or not. No, it doesn't because it's still. I'm talking about the year after whatever scandal happens. It doesn't matter what happened the year before. Like that's irrelevant just because like everything else, especially with the new schedule and everything. All I'm saying is with the new season, and there's two ways it could go. It'd either go one way or it could go the other. And I've seen it go one way or the other. I've seen teams rally around the coach. I've seen teams go to the shitter over the coach. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Game's
I will
gotta be
say
played
they love,
easily.
they love Mike Vrabel in New England.
As
Y'all
well
love
they
them.
should. As well they should. He's got
He's a
3
good coach.
Super Bowls for a reason. Yeah, he ain't no
He's a good
foo-foo.
coach.
He ain't no foo-foo.
He's a good coach.
As well
Yeah,
we
he's a good coach.
should.
Yeah, I
Ladies
know
and
Paul don't
gentlemen,
like him, but he's a good coach to me.
well, who cares? He got more rings than his coach got. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, and it's
As
been
a
an
coach,
excellent. It don't matter. He got more as total. That who's got more total?
I mean, Sirianni couldn't play.
Because he's a pussy in the discussion. But ladies and gentlemen, it has been an outstanding episode. Episode 47 has been one for the books. I love the AFC East breakdown. I look forward to the AFC South. Tune in next week because the AFC South is more competitive. It'll be a whole lot more, I would say, serious statistical breakdown because we actually got to take this division serious because we got, like I said, at least
Yeah.
3 teams that could probably make it. And a lot of
Yeah,
people
we're
are
talking
high on
about
the Tennessee Titans for whatever reason.
yeah,
So
we're talking about 3 10 win teams almost, dog. Yeah, it's big
probably
teams.
you could. Well, you talk to the people here in Jacksonville. They say they're going to the. They say the Jaguars are going to the Super Bowl. So whatever.
Sure.
It has been an outstanding episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe, comment, go to our YouTube page, go to our Spotify, pass it along, pass it to your mama, pass it to your brother. Let everybody know it's the hottest ticket as far as sports go in the podcasting world. We love y'all. We'll be back next week, episode 48, I believe. We out. Take them home, fellas.
Peace.
PWA.
All day.